Hello everybody, this is the Humble Gamer and welcome after 3 long years to A Hat in Time. I can't believe we're here today. I have waited far too long for this. I should have just fucking done it when I got the game. I shouldn't have waited this long, but I've been patient and my patience has been rewarded. We now have both DLC, Yakuza Metro and Death Wish, as well as the Arctic Cruise missions as well, which I think are a part of Death Wish or Yakuza Metro, I can't remember. We're not doing those for now, at least. We're just going to do the main normal game, but we're here and I am super excited, so let's not delay. We've got a lot of cutscene to get through. There's lots of talking between characters that I want to actually listen to, lots of little commentary to do, so let's just jump right in, shall we? Oh, look at that. There she is. There's the cute little character we're going to be playing as for the next probably 25-ish episodes, if I'm correct in assuming. About 20 minutes per go. Also, I forgot to press my timer on my fucking phone like an idiot. So, first of all, I have 2 files here. This was the file I was practicing. As you can see, I didn't really get very far into the game. I finished the first world and then realized, why am I doing this? Like 99% of this game I already know how to do fine anyway. I don't need to practice, and anything I do need to practice I can just go and redo in file 1. Also, as you can see with the updates, the 100% on file 1 has gone down to 71% because there's now lots more to do. I'm going to delete file 2, and that is the file we're going to be using. So beautiful. We still have that screaming hat girl. And there's the Seal the Deal and Yakuza Metro DLCs. That's how you access those directly from this menu if you want to. But we're not doing that. We're jumping in. Let's go. Start a new game. Oh, look, I can play as Bo Kid. Nah, I'm alright. I'm going to play as the classic hat girl. Let's go. Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Let's just get it going. Can't wait no more. Already done 3 years of that.
Good morning, and welcome to yet another day of space adventure. You are only 5 light years away from your destination, home. The fuel tank is full and the ship is flying at full speed. Today's to-do list contains waking up, adjusting the
And here we are. We're on the ship, boys. We're back where it all began. 3 long years ago when I did those Gaming Shenanigans videos. As you can see, it's a fresh new game. The credits are rolling on by down there as we do our thing. Director, designer, writer and programmer Jonas Karlev, however you pronounce that. Oh man, this is going to hopefully be a nice chunky little playthrough. I don't want this game to be over as quickly as it began because I've been waiting long enough to play it. So we're going to enjoy this as thoroughly as humanly possible, which means listening to all the lovely little quirky character voices and just having a good time. A closet, you only really wear one outfit, so there's lots of room for skeletons. Very funny, very funny. I've got a nice hot cup of tea next to me. It should be warming up at this point, actually. This still does absolutely nothing, even after the update. It's just a nice little chill spot. You can just sit down and the camera takes control and starts moving around and showing you all the cool things all scattered around. We can take a closer look at this stuff at a later point when we've got a special camera. We can't really do much else in here, so we just carry on. Get to go out into the main part of Hat Girl's ship here. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful game. I said it so many times, even in the 4 episode. Oh, well, actually, it was technically, I did 3 and then I did 4 with Aaron, so it was a total of 8 episodes I did of A Hat in Time, Gaming Shenanigans. And in all of those episodes, I could not help myself but keep saying this game was absolutely gorgeous and cute as fuck. And even 3 years later, nothing's changed. It's adorable. I love this game. It's absolutely brilliant. The platforming, the quirky dialogue, the fucking story is just great. It just takes me back. Also, Hat Girl doesn't really speak very much, so she just sort of looks around. What's going on? What's happening? Oh, also, oh, actually, no, I'll save that for later in the video, because that's a really cool feature of the DLC and the update that lets me do some cool stuff with Hat Girl, but I won't do that just yet. We have to get on with these beginning cutscenes, because we're already, by all accounts, like 5 or 6 minutes into this recording, and I've not even got off the, off the ship yet. Oh my god, wow. Coughing. Maybe I should talk over the dialogue, I don't know. I want to listen to the dialogue because it's very funny, some of it, but at the same time, I do have some stuff to talk about, obviously. I've had a lot going on since my last playthrough that I really did. I've been doing nothing but live streams for the past 7 or 8 months. I think I've done like a few episodes of this and that during that time as well, but I've not done like any series since SpongeBob, which was back in August. So this is the first time I'm doing a series in several months. And I don't know, I want to treat it as if nothing has happened in that time and that there's lots of things I can talk about. But at the same time, you know, we're focused on the game too, so I don't want to spend too much time ranting and raving about various real life things when there's lots to be talking about in the game too. Although I could sort of switch between the two, you know. One moment I could focus on talking about what's going on in game, and the next moment I could talk about some cool thing from what's happened recently. I suppose, like, first things first, I should talk about Hat in Time itself, because that's what we're playing, and it's the first episode. I need to talk about my feelings on it. So, A Hat in Time came out in 2017, was an absolute banger of a 3D platformer. Like, probably one of the best things to come out of 2017, in my opinion. There certainly were a few other things I very much enjoyed from that year, but this game was just, it was a cut above the rest. So I was very happy to put it on my list at the end of the year and say, like, yeah, this probably beats out Banjo-Kazooie as like my favourite platformer ever. And it still is. I don't think anything is ever going to beat this game. It's just solid. Also, we got some dialogue here. So let's listen to that.
Watched TV last night? Confusing science owls say small people can jump double in air. I saw. This makes Mafia uncomfortable with body. Must go work out.
Lovely. Nice little bit of dialogue between those two characters there. So this is this is an example of something you can find in pretty much only this level, I think, is these safes where you have to hunt around for tickets to open them. This one only has 3, and they're like really close to this safe too, so we don't have to go out of our way to collect these. And these safes usually contain a bunch of the in-game currency, which is called Pons, which are these little circle gem things. I could probably get a closer look at those actually, just to show you what they look like up close. Is there one around somewhere? Well, this one's a health item. As you can see, it's got a heart in it. I do like the design of these little pond things. This one's got a heart, the other one's got a little gem. I think you saw them fine enough. Oh god, look, there's some ones up there as well. Actually, do you think we can get that wall over there? It would be nice if I could get that wall that's over in the distance there. Oh shit, I wasn't meant to do that. Hold on. If I come over here, we are going to spend pretty much this entire episode in World 1 before we even get the first timepiece, because there's a lot of collecting to do if we want to actually move forward quicker rather than doing all of this grinding later. You can even out your grinding. I think it is possible to just sort of evenly grind in each level that you do. But basically, you're going to be here like for this whole chapter. It's just there's acts. So there'll be like, this is Act 1, for example, and then there'll be an Act 2 and an Act 3 and an Act 4. And in each one, it will reset all these ponds, as well as maybe even put some down in other places. This guy is what do we call him in this game? He's like the merchant in this game. So he'll take your ponds and he'll sell you special gear that you can use.
From a faraway land, I've seen every corner of the earth, and now I sell tiny pieces of my discoveries. You may call me the badge seller, for I sell and trade badges. I can provide you with strong abilities and upgrades to your hat. If you have money, of course.
Khajiit has wares. If you have coin, is basically what he's saying. So here's a shop where you can buy various badges which you can use in order to give you extra moves and other various things. So the basic badge we can buy is this magnet badge. It is kind of randomized. So this is just a nostalgia badge. This one, if you buy this, it will make all the characters' voices mumbled like old Rareware games. You know, like where the characters don't actually have real voices. It's just and kind of like that. So that doesn't really matter to us. But these two, these are important to have. This one will make sure you don't take fall damage. And this one will allow you to collect pawns without actually running right directly into them. We don't even have enough for that yet, so we're going to have to come back to this guy in a second once we've got enough pawns. But like I said, this first part is just introducing the game. We're going to basically stay here in this world, in this first act for the majority of this episode, and then collect the timepiece at the end, just so that I can collect a bunch of pawns and get us prepared for the upcoming barrage of nonsense that we're going to be finding out about. Oh, there we go. Let's sit in a seat for a moment, do another little cutscene. Look at that. It's a bit of a shit view, I'll be honest. Look, we have a view of is that the fucking... Oh yeah, that would be Hat Girl, or the mustache girl, yeah. LMAO. That's good stuff right there. So that's who this is, this girl that we're chasing after. Her name is Mustache Girl. That's what the game calls her anyway, because she has a mustache. A bit strange. Why does she have a mustache? I have not a clue.
Hey you! Down there! Don't think I didn't see you stalking me! Us kids should stick together, not stalk one another. I mean, Mafia Town can be a really dangerous place. So what'd you say? Wanna join my little rebellion? Oh, by the way, did you have anything to do with the junk falling from the sky? Yeah? Yikes! Looks like you've got a lot of cleaning up to do, huh? Tell you what, come up here and I can show you where some of your junk landed.
Alright, so that character is actually voiced by someone who I met in real life. I don't remember exactly when. I think it was 2014. My phone is making noises. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Well, yeah, so the game hadn't even come out back when I met her, so I had no idea. But yeah, she apparently had done her voices before that point anyway, so she was just keeping it a secret, basically. Nobody knew. Nobody knew it was her. She was the one.
Badges are totally in right now. That's what I've been told to say. So make a purchase, please.
Sure, I'll make a purchase. I'll buy this badge, because it's the only one I can afford right now. I'm also going to take a break for a minute to have a cup of tea. I'm going to try to regulate how long this episode is, but I'm probably going to lose my way a little bit. So, actually, I'm probably going to stop my timer while I have this tea. So give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. I've been listening to this merchant music for the last couple minutes while I've been drinking my tea, and man, I forget how good the music in this game is. Like, man, it's so fucking well made. This whole game from beginning to end is just an absolute joy to play, and I honestly cannot wait to share it with you guys, because like I've been saying for 3 years now, this game is probably one of my favorites of all time at this point, and I've just been patiently waiting to play it, and now that I can, I'm a little scared, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit frightened about playing this. Like I'm gonna fuck it up somehow, you know? But you can only do what you can do, you know? Like, as a person who plays video games on YouTube and makes videos about it, you can only do what you can. Can't do everything. Can't get away with everything. I'll try my best. I have a good time. I think that's all that matters. Don't you? Oh my god, wow. That tea gave me gas. It gave me gas. Oh, I should probably... I don't think it matters too much, but the way I'm filming this, I'm going to be recording the video and audio separate like I did with the original Gaming Shenanigans videos, which means, in layman's terms, I'm going to be editing these videos in an actual editing software rather than on the PlayStation after recording videos with the PlayStation. So I'm recording this with the PlayStation currently, the video, and I will save clip and I will upload it to YouTube, and then I will download it from YouTube to edit it, and then I will take the commentary I'm recording on Audacity and will sync it up, which I forgot to sync, but I did a sync during that cut when I drank my tea. And then I will see how that goes. We're going to do that for now and see how it goes, and perhaps if it's good, we'll carry on doing that for the whole LP. So, oh, this is so beautiful. Man, like, I know I was only playing this a couple weeks ago to practice before I decided to stop because it just didn't seem really worth it. But it is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. This cartoony style is like everything I want in a platformer and more. I just love this kind of old school cartoony style. It's absolutely like one of my favorite things in old platformers. Like, especially because a lot of modern games want to follow on some sort of realism. They don't want to do anything too unique. They want to sort of do what is the most popular, you know? Platformers tend to be the one genre of game where developers actually want something unique, like every time. They don't want to create just another generic platformer, even though they all technically are just platformers. They're all the same kind of gameplay. But, you know, these unique styles in each of these platforming games is what makes them so popular. You know, there's a reason why Hollow Knight and, I don't know, like, what was the other one? Hollow Knight and... There's another game just like Hollow Knight. Forget the name of it. But they're both basically exactly the same. Like, just Metroidvania type games. But because of their unique styles and lore, it's what makes them so popular. Or so uniquely popular, I should say. Also, I'm only up here collecting ponds right now. That's the reason I'm up here. I shouldn't really be wasting my time with this right now, but it's better to do it now than, like, not be able or have to do it later. Believe me. Although we have gotten one badge already, so we're good for that. We just need to, obviously, collect more badges. We'll get there. We'll get there. There is another thing as well, actually. These yarns I've been collecting, right, these colourful yarns, you see I've got 6 of them there. This is the start menu, by the way. Better to get this all out of the way in the first episode. So you can see we're in Chapter 1, Mafia Town. Act 1, Welcome to Mafia Town. There's multiple acts to each chapter. And then the first currency there is Pons. The second currency is Yarn. And the third item there is the timepieces, the main collectible of this game. The Yarn allows you to stitch new hats. So we can actually stitch the first 2 hats of the game here. The Sprint Yarn. Adorable. Amazing. We're not going to equip that, though. We're going to equip this one. The Brewing Yarn. Lovely. Yep, we'll equip that one. The Brewing Yarn allows us to break boxes. All of these glowing things that we've seen, yeah, these, all of these glowing boxes and crates and things, we can break with the Brewing Hat. So that's what the Brewing Hat is for, is to break that stuff open. And there's quite a few of those scattered around this level. I don't think I'm going to spend too much more time doing that because we're getting up to a time when I should be actually collecting the timepiece, which is right there, as you can see. That guy seems to be obsessed with it. I mean, I wish I could get, like, closer just to see how, like, his eyes, look, he's just sort of staring at it. Ooh, look at this thing. Ooh, weird. Oh, I'll tell you something we could have gotten while we were here that that I kind of forgot about. Down there somewhere, there is a guy who gives you the camera badge, which would be neat to collect at this point. But maybe it would be better to leave that until next video. There is a lot to do, and we will get it all done over time. For now, we're just getting into it. We're just getting in, having a good time, having a jolly. Oh. Do you remember my shit post I made?
Be gone, fuck!
Beautiful. Future me, I know this is going to be a pain in the arse, But do you want to try and do that shit post again? The one with the "Be gone, thought." Or maybe I could just throw the original clip in that I made. I don't know. That is pretty funny though. I loved making that. It was actually really easy. It took me about 20 minutes to make that little clip. I just had to sync up the clip of the guy saying it to this guy's head. That was all I did. There is something we can buy with pawns over here, but we can come back and collect it later. It costs like 100 pawns. So yeah, there's a lot to do. We will get it done in time. But for now, let's just finish this level, shall we? Oh, you fucked up, boy. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. That's right. Oh, that kid says thank you. How cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's another pond there. Alright, I'll collect that. Is there there's another pond? I'm not leaving any ponds behind. No ponds left behind. Alright. I have got to admire this, okay? This episode has been crazy to try and get it started, to try and get this whole playthrough started. But this collectible is probably one of the most incredible collectibles in any collector's or any collectathon game I've ever played. Like, I love the stars in Mario, love the jiggies in Banjo, but there's just something so intoxicating about these fucking timepieces. They are just so colourful and beautiful. I just love them. So collecting them is a joy. Although actually I want to show this for anybody who hasn't seen it before. They create like a time bubble around them, so when you go outside it the world is normal, but when you go inside it this music starts playing. I'll be silent so you can actually hear the difference. It is amazing, isn't it? And that music is great too. But yeah, that's it. Let's collect it. I'm acting like this is the end of the episode, but I'm actually going to go back to the ship first before I end. Normally the camera would zoom out there, but there was something in the way, so the camera couldn't zoom out. But there we go. I think we have basically gone through most of the basics of A Hat in Time. I haven't even told you about the controls or anything. The controls have been flipped around a little bit. There's a bit of a glitch problem going on at the moment with this first sort of release of the DLC on console. So, for example, the switching of hats is inverted. In this menu here, it's actually inverted. Although it doesn't seem to be actually. I can. If I press up, it goes to Kid's Hat. If I press down right, it goes to Brewing Hat. Down left goes to Sprint Hat. So it doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be inverted for me. It was inverted yesterday. Maybe it got fixed. I don't know. Well, yeah. So let's press this because we've got one timepiece. And this is how we access the worlds in this game. Power has been restored to the main hall. The chapter Mafia Town is now available. So this is how we access our worlds through these little cool, what would we call them? Telescopes. And these are the worlds that we can go to. Act 2 or Act 3, which we can pay 5 pawns to open. We will not do any of that for now. We are done for this episode. It's going to be a bit of a long one to get us started, to get us dived in. But you know what? For all my rambling, I absolutely adore this game, and I'm looking forward to playing more of it. I'm going to see if this idea that I've been using to record for this episode works out. It should, because it allows me more work with the audio. I can cut audio out where I'm trying to be silent to listen to NPCs. Could cut it out so you can't hear breathing or anything else. You know, that kind of thing. So I have far more control. Oh, I love Hat Girl's little idle animations as well. But you know what? There is one thing I want to show you before I end, because it is one of my absolute favourite things that I love about this. So this was not in the original release of the game because it was only in the 1.0 release. It wasn't even the DLC. It was in the 1.0 release of the game that released on PC, but it wasn't in that wasn't even in the 1.0 release. These idle animations, they're brand new, but this was definitely not in the base release. And I fucking love this. Fucking love that. That is amazing. And of course, my favourite thing, if you press up, down, there she goes. There she goes. Oh my god. You know I gotta end this episode with fucking that song. You know I gotta do it. There you go. I'll see you guys in part 2. Bye bye!